If you've ever lost something you loved deeply as a child, this story might stay with you. It begins in a quiet park, where a little girl named Flora sat on a wooden bench, her small fists rubbing away the tears streaming down her cheeks. Her favorite doll, Lily, her imaginary friend, secret keeper, and bedtime guardian, had gone missing. She'd searched everywhere, the bushes, under benches, even near the duck pond. Nothing. A man sitting nearby noticed her distress. He was older, quiet, with tired eyes and a kind face. He watched her for a while, then slowly approached. "Did something important go missing?" he asked gently. "My doll," Flora sniffled. "She's gone. She must be scared." The man knelt beside her. "Then let's find her together." They searched for nearly an hour, through bushes, beneath benches, around trees. They peeked under leaves and along the winding paths. No sign of Lily. Eventually, Flora slumped back onto the bench, defeated. The man sat beside her. He didn't speak for a while. He just stared into the distance. Then, almost to himself, he whispered something. "When I was your age, I lost my favorite toy car. It had racing stripes and little wheels that clicked when I pushed it on the floor. I searched for weeks, never found it." Flora looked up at him. He smiled softly, but didn't explain more. Just the quiet of someone who remembered what it was like to lose something that felt like a piece of yourself. "But," he said, rising, "maybe your Lily just went somewhere for a while. Sometimes the things we love need time away, but they find their way back. I'll come tomorrow, and we'll look again, okay?" Flora nodded slowly, wiping her eyes. The next day, she came back, and so did he, but instead of searching, he held out a small envelope. "I found this by the bench," he said. "It's addressed to Flora." With trembling fingers, she opened it. "Dear Flora, please don't worry about me. I'm not lost. I've just gone to see the world. There are so many places I want to explore and stories I want to tell you. I'll write again soon. Love, Lily." Flora's eyes widened. She smiled, and so began a ritual. Every day for weeks, Flora returned to the same bench, and every day, the man, whose name she never quite asked, was waiting with a new letter from Lily. Each letter was a doorway to a place Flora had never seen. Lily dancing with butterflies in a lavender field in France. Lily sailing through stormy seas on a pirate ship with dolls who feared nothing. Lily learning to tango in Argentina with a doll named Jacob who wore a red rose in his hat. Each story was filled with wonder, with warmth, and just enough imagination to keep Flora's heart mending. She began drawing pictures of Lily's adventures and bringing them to share with the man. The letters became part of her world, a beautiful bridge between loss and healing. One day, the man brought more than a letter. He had a small box, wrapped in brown paper and tied with twine. "She's back," he whispered. Flora tore open the box. Inside was a doll, not quite the same as Lily, but close. Her dress was different. Her hair was shorter, but her smile felt familiar. "This doesn't look like her," Flora murmured. The man handed her one last letter. "Dearest Flora, it's me, Lily. My travels have changed me a little. I've seen so much, grown in so many ways, but I've missed you every day. I'm home now, and I can't wait to hear about your adventures too. Forever yours, Lily." Flora hugged the doll to her chest. Somehow, it really was her. And the man? He stood up slowly and gave her a tired smile. "I think she's exactly where she's meant to be," he said. Then he walked away. She never saw him again. Years passed. Flora grew up. The doll stayed on a special place, on her bookshelf, worn, loved, and a little dusty. One afternoon, while unpacking boxes in her new home, she picked up Lily again. Something crinkled. Inside the seam of the doll's dress, she found a final note. "Everything you love will probably be lost, but in the end, love will return in another way." She read the note once, then again. She looked at Lily's stitched smile, a little faded but still familiar, and in that moment, she understood. The stories, the letters, the quiet presence of someone who cared, they hadn't just filled the space Lily left, they had become part of her. What she thought was lost had simply taken a new shape. She placed the doll gently on the shelf, not as a memory, but as a reminder. Not all lies are meant to deceive. Some are just love wearing a different name.